What a great time to snap a winless streak, I'll say. Hi guys, Lauren Shehadi here for your CBSSports.com's NASCAR report. Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards, Jimmie Johnson, those sound like guys you'd expect to see in victory lane in New Hampshire in the first race of the chase. Greg Biffle, though, he had other plans, shocking the field by taking the checkered flag in the Sylvania 300. Jimmie Johnson led a race-high 96 laps, but after a pair of cautions gave Biffle a chance, and the number 16 Roush Ford seized the opportunity by passing the 48 Chevy. It was his first victory since Kansas last September, 33 races ago. Here are how the standings stack up as we head into the week at Dover. Biffle jumped 6 spots to third place and is now right in the mix, while Johnson led the most laps, and his second place finish earned him a tie with Edwards at the top of the chase standings after Edwards came in third. And look at Kyle Busch, his 80-point bonus he had accumulated with 8 victories in 26 races leading up to the chase. They all fade away. Busch finished 34th after he broke the sway bar on his Toyota just minutes after the race began, continued to struggle, and eventually fell 2 laps off the pace. Well, it is getting heated, and it's time to talk about it. Of course, for that, we turn to our very own NASCAR expert, Pete Pistone. Hi, Pete.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
I'm doing well. Listen, was Greg Biffle's win in New Hampshire just a fluke, or should we now consider him a legitimate championship contender? That's what I want to know.
Well, I think we considered him a legitimate championship contender last week before the chase started, but I didn't think anybody thought, and Biffle himself included in this, that he would win at New Hampshire. It's a place that he has struggled at mightily over the course of his career. And now as we go into the next 9 races, Lauren, there are tracks coming up that Biffle is very good at. So he has a leg up on everyone right now. And so forget about just the big 3 of Jimmie Johnson and Kyle Busch and Carl Edwards. I think we've got the big 4, and Biffle's part of that picture.
There's a new sheriff in town, huh, Pete? Okay, Kyle Busch certainly didn't want to start the chase the way he has. Are there greater things to come from him?
I think there are. I mean, we have seen in the past where guys stumble out of the gate, Lauren, and have been able to recover. But certainly this is a new position for Kyle Busch. He's been on top of the standings all year long, and now all of a sudden, in one fell swoop, he's got to play catch-up, as you said, finishing 34th when that sway bar broke on him. Those are the kind of things you have to avoid during the chase. I think you get one mulligan, but I think Busch got his at the very beginning. He's going to have to be pretty good here in the next 9 to keep pace.
You only get one mulligan, that's for sure. The rest of the chasers had a mixed day in Loudon. Who had the best and worst of things in Loudon out of that group?
Well, definitely the worst has to be Kyle Busch and Matt Kenseth. Kenseth came in as the 12th seed, got caught up in that big 5-car pileup. He wound up finishing 40th. He's got a big uphill battle in front of him. Everyone else pretty much had mediocre days. I mean, Jimmie Johnson and Carl Edwards finishing 2nd and 3rd behind the winner, Greg Biffle. They are now the co-leaders. But, Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart, they had top 10 finishes. I think everyone outside of Busch and Kenseth came out in pretty good shape as we go to Dover this weekend.
Okay, now we turn our attention, like you said, to Dover. It's the site of a chase race number 2. It's not a track that's really been kind to championship contenders in the past. Who can overcome that and win on Sunday?
Well, in the history of the chase now, and this is year 5, no driver has won the fall race at Dover and gone on to win the championship. You got to go all the way back to 1995 when Jeff Gordon won at Dover in September and went on to win the title under the old format. So a lot of history is going to have to be overcome. Kyle Busch won when we were there back in June, so I think he's going to be good and bounce back. Carl Edwards won this race a year ago. I think he'll be there. But Biffle was on the pole when we were at Dover in June, and he's got a lot of momentum. We talked all about Jimmie Johnson's momentum coming into the chase. That has now swung over to Greg Biffle. I think we might see back-to-back wins by the Biff.
Perhaps history in the making. Pete Pistone, our very own NASCAR expert, thanks so much for your time, and thank you for watching. We will wait and watch and talk to you next week. Hope to see you then.